Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is African American success and education. And we're fortunate to have with us this morning two persons to talk about African American success and education. Dr. Edward Isibor. Dr. Edward Isibor is the founder of the organization, the Coalition for the Success of the African American Male. And of course, with Dr. Isibor is Miss Beverly Lockhart. Ms. Lockhart is the chairperson of the building committee for St. Vincent de Paul School. And let me welcome you, Dr. Isibor and Ms. Lockhart, to the show this morning to talk about this very, very important issue of African American success and education. Before we get started this morning, Dr. Isibor, let's have you to give us some information about your background. And of course, Ms. Lockhart will give us the same kind of information. Then we'll get into the organizations that the two of you represent and some of the other things that are associated with African American success and education. Let's start off with you, Dr. Isibor.
Right. I came to the United States in 1962 because I won a scholarship. And if not for that scholarship, I won't be here today. And that education has made the difference in my life. And that's why I'm very proud to do all I can to promote education among our youth. Very good.
Ms. Lockhart?
Yes. Well, I am currently office coordinator for Williams, Russell & Johnson, who is a minority-owned architectural and engineering firm. I graduated from Tennessee State University, of which at the time Dean Isibor was actually the Dean of Engineering for that school at the time. And I have three children currently enrolled at St. Vincent de Paul School, and that's how I became involved with the master plan for building.
Very good. And of course, let's talk about, Dr. Isibor, some of the things that are generally associated with the establishment of the Committee for the Survival of the African American Male. And I think that it might be appropriate for us to mention that you recently did change the name, because I think many people know that organization that you've been involved with for many years as the Coalition for the Survival of the African American Male. And I think you announced today that there's no longer a problem of survival, that the African American male will survive, but now you're dealing with success. Let's talk about that.
That's right. Just way back in 1991, I became concerned about the fact that there was what I may call a disease of silence in the community. You see all these negative statistics about the African American male, and nobody was doing enough, in my opinion, at that time, to address the problem. So I decided to call some of my friends and say, let's have a conference on this plight, because there are a lot of young men out there who just need an opportunity, who just need some help, who just need somebody who cares. And some of them, what is happening to them is not a product of their unwillingness to learn. It's just because they have no support environment to give them what they need. And it was with that conviction I said, I want to take this now as my own purpose in life, part of my own purpose in life, because God gave me the door. He opened the door for me. So I want to see all what I can do to open doors for other people. And that was what gave me the encouragement. And I've taken it now to be a very serious job, and I'm happy to say that over the past 6 years, we've really got the community to become more sensitive to the needs of our African-American males.
And so you would say that the organization is having some impact in its 6-year history on African-American males.
In fact, I just to just give you a small summary that was done last time by Dr. James Hefner. He just got to town and he went and found out about what CSAAM has meant. And he himself said that he has found that CSAAM has been one of those organizations that go into the prisons to visit with some of our men in prisons. We go before the school board to defend our kids. We go before the judges, and we have gone in many cases even for parole and all this type of thing. We believe for you to have what's called unconditional love. Even if your males are doing something wrong, you want to redirect them. And the way to redirect them is to show them that unconditional love, that no matter what you've done wrong, you're still my brother. And I'm going to direct you out of this mess to take you to where you should be going. And that is what we don't have enough of. We are becoming so concerned about our individual selves, and we forget about our mission in life, which is to really go beyond ourselves and help somebody. That's what Martin Luther King died for. And that's what many other of Malcolm X and many other people died for. So we owe it. All of us who eat every day now, all of us who have a house to live in, all of us who have cars, all of us who have something to wear, we owe it to all the others who have nothing to do something.
Very good. And of course, I would imagine, Ms. Lockhart, you could certainly agree with Dr. EIsibor of the importance of love in terms of trying to bring about a better understanding. Let's talk about St. Vincent de Paul School, because it is an organization that's established under what the idea of religion and love. Let's talk about that.
Yes, it is. In addition to the success, we also need to give our children a solid foundation on the primary levels. They need to develop a good self-esteem, be aware of what they can be. And St. Vincent de Paul, out of some personal experiences of my own, is where I sought to find that for my children. And what I found is that there is a need. St. Vincent de Paul School for 60 years, over 60 years, has given a quality education to a lot of successful business people, many of them in Nashville. And right now, they're just